Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created this concept poster right here in Photoshop. As usual, all the assets are going to be made available in the description box, so do well to download them and design along with me. And of course, do well to like this video, drop a comment, share it, and of course subscribe to this channel because more amazing content is going to be dropping. Without talking too much, let's get right into the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on new file, and we're going to set the size of the poster. So I made it 1080 by 1350 pixels, and I'm going to make sure it's an artboard. I'll leave my resolution at 72, and you can leave your remaining settings the way it is and click on create. So now that we've created our workspace, the first thing I'll do is to bring in the color palettes. I will quickly rename this the Sean palettes. Alright, so I'll drag it in and I'll take it up. Alright, so that's our palette right there that I'll be using for the design. The next thing I'll bring is our main image. Excuse me. Alright, so this is our main image. I'm going to drag it down to the bottom, and now that we have it here at the bottom, I'm going to come here to the top left and expand it like this until it's kind of is in the middle. When I feel that it's okay in the middle, I'm going to right click on it on the layer panel, and I'm going to rasterize it. Then I'm going to press Ctrl. After rasterizing it, I'm going to select my rectangular marquee tool. After selecting my rectangular marquee tool, I'll come here. I'll come here like this, and I'll select these top parts. After selecting the top part, I'll press Shift to Backspace. It's going to open this dialog box, and I'm going to click on OK. And what it's going to do is going to fill in that top space. Alright, so you can see what we have at the top. It has now been covered. Alright, so after doing that, I'm going to select subjects. It's going to select the subject of the man holding the saxophone. Alright, so once it's selected, I'll press Ctrl J to duplicate. Alright, so once we have that, I'll select my text tool, and then I'll go and copy the text. So I'll copy this experience, and I'll just paste it in. I'll make sure that it's centralized. I'll change the font to Ivy Presto Display, and I'll make it semi-bold italic. The fonts are available in the description box, of course. Right, so I'll press Ctrl T, and I'll kind of increase the size like this, and I'll move it down. Alright, then I'm going to make it a gradient. So I'll click on FX, and I'll click on gradient overlay. Click on gradient overlay. I'll select this using our color palettes, and the second part is going to be this. No, rather this second part will be this. The first part should be this, right? So basically the third and fourth color is what I'm using for the gradient of the experience, color 3 and color 4. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Okay, once I feel it's okay, you can see my settings. Let me go back. My angle is -168, scale is 110, and yeah, so click on OK. After typing that, I'll select my text again. I'll go and copy the other part, which is the saxophone, and I'll paste it again. This time around, I'll change it from semi-bold italic to light italic. Alright, and I'll zoom in. Press Ctrl T. I'm going to take it behind the experience like this. Alright, so you can see what we have as our headline, and I'll change the color of it to the fifth color in our color palette, the one just before the white. Alright, and I'll select our text tool again. I'll go and copy the top one, the top text, which is Deshaun Life Presents, and I'll paste it in, and I'll change the font to Galano Grotex Alt. I'll make it all capital. Press Ctrl T. Reduce the size like this, and I'll make the color pure white. Select my text to select Deshaun Life, increase it from thin to extra light. Sorry, extra light is not doing anything. I'll make it light. Light is not doing anything. I'll make it regular. Alright, so I'll leave it at regular. I'll increase the line spacing to like 200. Press Ctrl T and reduce the size. Okay, so we have that. Next thing I'm going to do is select my text tool, and I'll copy the date. The font is also going to be Galano Grotex Alt. I'll reduce the size, let's try 30. Reduce the line spacing back to 0, and I'll make it medium. I'll place it here. So that's the date. Then I'll hold Alt and Shift, and then I'll drag it to this other edge, and I'll copy the time. So we have the date and the time. Then I'll select my line tool, and I'll just draw a line like this, and I'll make the color white. Okay, so we have the top part. So what's left now is the bottom part. For that, I'll select my rectangle tool like this. I'll centralize it. I'll change it from a fill to a gradient. This first part of the gradient to be this first color, which is the dark brown. Second part of the gradient to be this second color, which is the lighter brown. Then I'll make it kind of two. Alright, then so yeah, you can see the gradient I'm using. I'll use a scale of 67. The angle is 2. Then I'll go to FX, and then I'll select stroke. Then the stroke, I'll change it from color to gradient. And the gradient, this I'll select, like, let's say this the fourth color in the color palette. Then the other side, I can leave it at white. I'll click on OK. I'll reduce the size of gradient to 1. Then the opacity of the white side, I'll reduce it to 0. Then I'll change the angle of the gradient to 0, so that the stroke is on only the left hand side. And I'll click on OK. Once that is done, I'll select my text tool. I'll go and copy the location. I'll come back and I'll paste it in. think I changed it from medium to, let's say, semi-bold. I'll press Ctrl T to increase it slightly. Okay, then I'll duplicate it, take it down. I'll copy the last set of information, select my text tool, then I'll change the font to regular. Press Ctrl T, reduce the size like this, and take it up. Alright, so the last step is to, while selecting your topmost layer, press Ctrl Shift Alt E to create a snapshot of all the layers. Right click on it and convert it to a smart object. Then go to filter, go to camera raw filter. This is where the magic happens. And in here I didn't do a lot. I increased the contrast slightly, increase highlights, reduce shadows, come to color, increase saturation a bit. I think I played around with the tint and vibrance, effects, a little bit of texture, a little bit of green, a little, reduce the vignette a little as well, detail, increase sharpening a bit, and I clicked on OK. And with that is basically how I created this design right here in Photoshop. If you learned something new, kindly let me know what you learned, and if there's any video you'd like me to make as well, also let me know and I'll do my best to make the video. Alright, thank you for watching to this point. Share the video to other designers that you think will benefit from it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.